Check it out, man. We got Tekashi. Now, he got his ass whooped in that LA Fitness. Everybody saw the video by now. Now, there's different mindsets or opinions or viewpoints on Tekashi. Unfortunately, a lot of people don't learn from an individual's ignorance or lack of logic, you know what I'm saying? And they don't really see them circumstances unfolding, even if it's inevitable, you feel me? Like, they're too attracted to or gravitating toward the diamonds, the money, the image, the fame, and that represents a certain level of invincibility, and it's enticing to people. You know, it is what it is. Everybody wants to be rich and famous, and they think if you are rich and famous to any degree, you're gonna get away with all your shit and you're never gonna be touched. But nah, man, especially in certain aspects of society that don't entirely cater to financial status, you feel me? That don't utilize the law for all the circumstances, nah, bro. You're gonna face inevitable repercussions. I try to warn people, but it's hard. It doesn't really register with individuals, again, because that fame is so attractive, celebrity status. You can make all the irrefutable points in the world. Only a certain core percentage are going to internalize that. My nose is, look at this. That's why I sound like Pee Wee Herman. So, Tekashi 6ix9ine getting his ass whooped, it was inevitable. A lot of people either view him as a victim. They say anybody would do what he's doing. I guess with people loving fame and celebrity status so much, a lot of people would be tempted into that hot water, that dilemma, and that chaos, you know what I'm saying, based on trying to acquire fame, so on and so forth, right? But in all reality, it's inevitable, and any realist that is present in reality that has lived life outside of Agora Hills or some upper class region, you feel me, knows that for every action there's a reaction, and there's a price to pay for poor choices or ignorant decisions. You know what I mean? You don't just get slapped on the wrist, and you don't only face like formalities or technicalities. You know what I'm saying? Your life's on the line in the real world. All right? Come on, man. And the people that are, conditioned in that certain mindset or existence could see this from a mile away. But you got the other individuals. They're saying, A, he's a victim, all this, anybody would do that. Or B, they're like, oh, he just got to watch out for Treyway and this and that. Like, come on, man. The truth is, he has to watch out for anybody and everybody. You know what I'm saying? Anybody that approaches him, a potential fan, is a potential threat. You're a walking opportunity for people to take their platform from nothing to something based on not even having to attack you, even just maybe disrespecting or insulting the shit out of him when he's with his lady or family. That's going to do numbers. We know taking it up a notch is going to do even more numbers. We know that people will get rich or die trying in our society. So he'll never have a quality of life really worth living unless he buys Alcatraz and moves into that motherfucker. And we try to warn people about this. People go, oh, you're hating. Nah, dog. I ain't hating. I had a more hot temper, less than patient, slightly ignorant approach at times. You feel me? I used to go in on a lot of bullshit. In the Norteños, I used to be like, oh, they're a threat of difference in politics, this and that. Basically, we're superior and all the. And then I started to realize you never stop being a homie. You never lose touch with your roots. But instead of seeking chaos and hoping for destruction, you actually hope for progression and evolution. You stay prepared for the opposite. But you don't hope for bad, terrible, ominous things to befall another human being based on differences. You stay prepared and ready, but you ain't plotting, and you're not hoping for sinister shit to unfold. You feel me? That's just a step in evolution when it comes to the mindset. Somebody, once you've been on this planet for a few decades, you got to make that progression. Or at least I believe I got to. You feel me? I can't dictate what the next man's going to do. But I'm going to tell you straight up, with Tekashi, this shit was inevitable. I was approaching it in a different fashion. I was in the field. I had to be kind of on alert, going in on individuals, making waves for what I stood on all 11, for what I believed in, you feel me? Standing on 11 toes, you feel me? But at the same time, what comes with that? I can be touched. I'm in the field constantly. I'm making waves constantly. I don't have a certain level of peace about me. You feel me? That's going to be obvious in my disposition. A lot of people are off put by that. That's understandable. I sound like Aaron Neville. What the fuck's going on with my voice? Am I part warlock and part Portuguese man of war? This is crazy. But I'm not going to go off into a tangent or the rants. I'm going to keep it simple. Tekashi, this shit was inevitable. He can't move like a normal individual. He don't got a set that's going to look out for him. He has to rely upon security and the feds. This was going to occur based upon, unavoidable repercussions for taking things to another level. Not making just poor decisions, but disrespecting people's minds, putting hits on people, turning it up a whole notch, and knowing that your demographic consists of young mindsets from a middle or upper class existence or environment, and you're in come on, bro, influencing them to do fucking crazy ass shit, bro. Like, I'm gonna try and keep it simple. You know what I mean? It's hard for me not to utilize the vocabulary of data from Star Trek at times. I read a lot of James Patterson, you feel me? And drank a lot of Keefy coffee, and I sweated a lot of my brows. And sometimes I even thought fools were plotting, trying to disrespect, but they weren't. It was the Keefy coffee. So we gotta slow our roll, don't we? You know what I'm saying? Anyways, hit that notification button though. Let me know what you think of the situation. Um, and also I want to touch on Swifty Blue real quick. With Swifty Blue, I see potential in dude. You know, you don't gotta agree with absolutely every statement somebody's made in order to see the potential or logic or intellect or ambition in somebody. You gotta understand when somebody's younger. That's why I always said I never wish death upon Takashi when I was covering all that chaos. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? It's part of having a certain level of understanding and comprehension, you know what I mean? And open-mindedness. But with Swifty Blue, totally different, you feel me? Just because he uses the N-word, that's why I say it's kind of controversial. You feel me? I don't usually utilize that terminology. I have a multitude of reasons as to why I don't. I be around brothers, whoever, you feel me? I don't use that terminology. I don't mind if a brother or sister uses it. I don't mind if anybody, individual who's being genuine on his own level, you know what I'm saying, in regards to his life experiences or whatever background, it all plays a part. I don't judge nobody. It's just kind of hard for me to be around if they're not a brother or a sister. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I don't personally use it. I ain't judging, a certain type of individual who does use it as long as they stand on all 10. You know what I mean? As long as I see logic and intellect and I see ambition in him. You know what I mean? I see like it is what it is. I don't ride nobody's genitalia, but what I'm trying to say is the difference in my mindset now in comparison to what it used to be. Before I would have been going in. Now I'm like, hey, I see potential. I see where bridges can be gapped. I see where he made them statements about not work, signing to certain labels with brothers, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I see that difference in demographic in their response. You feel me? And I see them saying, hey, nah, I don't take this as disrespect. Well, if you can bridge that gap and have an individual who's already appeared in the public eye, he's done a song with Kodak Black, he's got ambition, he's a hustler, you feel me? But if you can bridge that gap, you feel me? You take two different extremes and you have a middle ground solution-based approach comprised of both. Again, the data from Star Trek vocabulary. When you get someone like Swifty Blue sit down with an individual from that other community and they make unprecedented progress in regards to unity in comparison with their previous extremism in differences, right? That makes a lot of headway, you feel me? And it can put a lot of previous combatant minds in a position to where we can work together, you feel me? And I don't mean putting the straps down and selling fentanyl. That's the extent of the unity. Right? Let's put the guns down and let's sell a bunch of fentanyl and make money together. Bro, that's not unity. I'm talking about actual unity, and that's why I see past the differences in terminology that it uses. So that's why I wanted to know, what's everybody's opinion on Swifty Blue? You know what I mean? Do you despise the young man for using that terminology? Or do you think there's potential and inevitable room for growth, into a whole nother phase and a whole nother mindset and ideology? I see gaps that can be breached. I like dude, I don't have to like every word or terminology he chooses to use, but you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I'm trying to have an open mind in comparison with what I used to be, And I think that's the only way we can come to a middle ground, not agreement, but understanding of what's really required. That's the only way we could possibly get past utilizing damaging terminology or terminology that's gonna limit our ability to function with a large variety of real steppers. You know what I'm saying? Is by putting our minds together, not by hating or not by passing too much judgment. And that's what I'm saying. People are going to take it a certain way or whatever. I know people are going to be like, oh, your writing is genitalia. Fool. What the fuck do I have to personally gain? If anything, people are just going to be like slightly confused or slightly pissed off in my opinion or my statements. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to state reality, homie. We really do got to come together and try to put them certain differences aside and understand where the potential lies. And if you don't believe in that, I can't really function with you. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, homie. We're not supposed to be in competition with each other, and we're damn well not supposed to be plotting each other's demise and shit. Hit that notification button, though. I need more THC in my blood. That's my shit. You feel me? That's how I stay patient. You know what I mean? I don't drink. I don't take pills. That's medicine to me and somebody with my level of energy and basically frustration when it comes to society, and my restraint levels. You know what I mean? That's why I got to smoke bud. And I got a dab rosin. You know what I mean? Look at him, Batman's underscore world. I'm turning Aaron Neville-ish. Can't even breathe. Need THC. About to check out, but go check out Batman's underscore world on Instagram if you want to see the fire I've been growing, some of the fire I've been pressing, so on and so forth that I can't really show on other platforms. You know what I'm saying? But hit that notification button though. Let me know what you think of Tekashi, that situation. Let me know what you think about Swifty Blue and the potential for progression and unity despite the differences in the way we carry ourselves. You feel me?